Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the second part. Yes, the second part of the MCU reviews. That's right. Continuing on, we are dealing with Phase 1. Yep, we last started out with Iron Man. Then this movie also came out literally the exact same year, only 1 month later. We have, of course, the Incredible Hulk. Yep, starring Edward Norton, Liv Tyler, Tim Roth, and William Hurt as General Thunderbolt Ross. Now, what's so cool about this is that this movie is directed by Louis Letter, who is actually getting ready to release, at the time of this recording, the 10th Fast and the Furious movie. He's getting ready to release Fast X, which comes out here in a few weeks. Which is on May 19th, which is kind of funny because that's the same day that Star Wars Episode 1 came out all those years ago. So with this movie, we have Edward Norton, who stars as Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, and which would be his only time playing this character. But one of the interesting things about this is that it is actually on the poster, but it is not here on the back. It's kind of hard to see if I don't know if it will be able to focus, but for those of you who have this, it says screen story and written by Zach Penn. On the poster, it says written by Zach Penn and Edward Harrison. Edward Harrison is Edward Norton. That is him. That is actually his real name. So, a little bit of fact and trivia there. So, here we have Hulk fighting the Abomination, which stars Tim Roth as. But what's cool about it is that Hulk has this really cool green Blu-ray disc case, which is awesome. And let's see here. Comes with the Blu-ray itself. Comes with the really extremely crappy digital copy disc, which nobody cares for. So we'll just set that aside for right now and put Hulk back in his place where he belongs. It's supposed to look like that. Yeah, if you happen to pause it and get the code won't work because it's basically been out of print for like ever. So yeah. But yeah, this movie was so good when it came out. And not only that though, they also started this with Iron Man, but they actually had at the end, they started the end credit tease, especially with Iron Man, because people would stay at the theater and they would see, well, what's going to be the post credit sequence. Everybody stayed. Of course, I remember when we had this movie in the theater that I worked in, we actually had to ask people to leave and not stay for the end credit because we had to get the next people in and out. So luckily, the Marvel was a little smart. They put the post-credit scene literally right at the end of this movie. And such a great tease for what was to come. And so with this, we have loads and loads of cool features on this disc. We have an animated comic, picture-in-picture, the alternate opening, yeah. The making of Incredible, becoming the Hulk, becoming the Abomination, anatomy of a Hulk out, scene explorer, deleted scenes, as well as a feature commentary with director Louis Leiter and Tim Roth. But there's also this pretty cool feature where it's called My Chat, which you can connect to BD Live, which I don't think that actually exists anymore. Basically, it's kind of like what YouTube does now when it comes to live chats, that type of thing. There's also a comic book gallery, from comic book to screen. View the original images that inspired shots in the movie. That is really cool. That's probably one of the coolest bonus features I've ever seen on a Blu-ray. As well as the Thunderbolts files. Dig into this dossier on the characters, locations, and events as you watch the movie. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, this movie is big, it's bold, it's loud, and not only that, I think it's probably one of the best adaptations of Hulk we've ever had. But the good thing is that you actually can see most of the characters when it comes to the CG fights. But man, I tell you what, though, with Tim Roth, he steals the movie in this. I mean, come on, he really does. But it's also kind of interesting that probably one of the most interesting aspects of this movie is that um, uh, Bruce Banner has a wristwatch which monitors his heart rate, and so he has to keep it down so he doesn't transform into the Hulk. Because once it goes over a certain number, that's when he changes. And he's been trying to keep the Hulk at bay for as long as he can, but come on, it's Hulk. You know, he's got to rage and smash and do it all, whatever it is that he wants to do. So this literally came out the exact same year as Iron Man, and it kicked off something that us comic book nerds and fans were anticipating, the team. And we had no idea what that team was, but that would be changing very quickly within the coming years. So yeah. So that basically puts an end to the Incredible Hulk review here on the Phase 1 of the MCU review series here on the Media Files. And with that, remember to please like and subscribe, and I will post links down below on every video so you can purchase them in whatever format you would like to purchase them in, by opinion, high definition. So with that, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.